Welcome to Ogle's channel. Thanks for watching today, and let's talk about a game show video game called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Now, this show was popular like back in the 90s when I was in like middle school, and I never really was like a huge fan of the show, and I certainly don't watch it now if it's even on the air anymore. I'm not sure, but I did get a review code for this game, so I thought, hey, let's check it out and see what the game is all about. And as far as I can tell, it probably plays pretty close to what the show is about because, I mean, it's questions building up to see if you basically know 6th grade knowledge to determine if you're smarter than a 5th grader. There are 2 modes in the game. There is basically single player or multiplayer. The single player, it's okay. When you start the game up, you basically get to choose one of multiple characters. You don't get to pick a character or make your own character type thing. And that's sort of missing because I know some of the other game shows that at least allowed that, like Family Feud allowed you to make a character for yourself. That's missing. Also, when you start the game up, you get to see your 2 hosts, and neither host is the host from the original television show. The television show had Jeff Foxworthy, and I'll admit I don't really know his comedy very well, but he's got to be better than these 2 people here. They have no jokes. They're very, very bland. They're just simply basically just reading the questions to you. There's really no personality that shines through on them. And of course, as you're going through all these questions, it plays out, like I said, probably pretty close to the show here. And you have a 5th grader who's going to help you along the way. You can copy off their answers, or you can poll the 5th grade audience, or you can get a new question as far as like lifelines. And it's just basically trivia. You just go through trivia on vocabulary, mathematics, life science. I think literature was in there as well. It's basically a trivia game if you really want to get down to it. Some of the questions are sort of hard. I did beat the game. It's like 30 minutes to beat the game, maybe less, like 25 minutes, depending on if you skip the scenes. But my favorite question that I got reminded me of a Simpsons question, but it said, true or false, the word true is an antonym of the word false. And it's just such a convoluted question. It reminded me of that Simpsons episode where they're doing a spelling bee, and they said something like, spell the word weather, and they said, say it in a sentence, and they're like,
I don't know whether the weather will improve.
But it's just a weird question, and some of the questions are a little odd, but it's pretty easy to beat the game. I mean, if you're smarter than a 5th grader, you'll probably beat the game. It's pretty simple when it comes to that. The cutscenes are really long, and they're really annoying, and they give like background story on like all the 5th graders, and no one cares. It's very boring to learn about a made-up fictional character that has no bearing on the game at all. But luckily, you can skip all of those scenes. But there are a lot of scenes to skip as you go. There is the multiplayer mode, and the multiplayer mode is local multiplayer only. There's no online play, and it's pretty much what you'd expect. The same questions from the main game lifted over into multiplayer for you to play as. And it's okay. They really should have added an online mode for this because, I mean, it's a trivia game. You're going to want to play online in the year 2022 with your friends. But overall, if you like the show, you might like this game. You're obviously got a different host from the television show, but the core concept is still the same. But at its core, it's just a trivia game. If you like trivia games, you'll probably enjoy Family Feud. It's not the best trivia game out there. It's probably not the worst. I'd say if you can pick it up for like less than $5, might be worth your money, but definitely not over $5. And even at $5, it's sort of pushing it. You sort of have to be a fan of the show in order to want to play this game. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, go out there, find a great game to play, just simply have a great rest of the day.